Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Stellaris, where we have gone from on the cusp of losing our homeworld and facing a long stalemate to actually not only surviving, but possibly even thriving, because now if we look over here, the Athelid Compact, we are equivalent to them now in fleet power. We're actually equivalent to them overall, whereas over here the people who declared war on us as well, these fungoid wonders here are currently equivalent, but they have an inferior fleet. Now, they do have superior technology. We're going to see superior technology being a common thing because our technologies are more expensive and we are more spread out. But we still have a lot of sectors eating up all those things. But that's not all of the problems that we have. If we look over in a tab that I haven't really looked at too much here recently, we have some factions that are at issue. We do have the slave faction that wants to be emancipated, although it says Baglash is the leader of the slaves here. In fact, that is a bug. The only slaves that we have are, I believe, on this planet. And that is something that I do want to fix eventually, because of the fact that, well, let's put it this way. These guys are a valuable possible group for us because they can do Tundra Worlds. So that is a different setup here. But they are Stone Age primitives, so who knows what they'll actually be able to do if we colonize them somewhere else. I mean, if you look at back in Xenoman and everything like that, obviously, Stone Age people can learn. But the other thing that's a little bit more problematic is the people who want an independent Earth. Now, I could just make them into a sector here. We could grant Earth vassalization here. We could suppress the media and try and go that way. We can bribe the leaders eventually, but we need a lot of influence. But if we take a look at Earth real quick, not victory, although we are far, far away, there are 14 independent things left in the planet there. Okay. Or left in the galaxy. If we look at Sol ever so slowly, I could have just clicked up here. We have a lot of people who are super pissed off. 12% happiness, recently conquered, alien slavery, purge allowed, resettlement allowed, leadership, primary species only, first contact protocol. They just do not like anything that we do here. At all. I mean, like, seriously, at all. So we're going to need to figure this out a little bit. Also, we need to really upgrade some of this crap, like primitive factory. Replace that, please. I mean, mining network's nothing to write home about. But yeah, I'm gonna take your jobs, I guess, right? Let's see if we move them around here. They're so pissed off that they're gonna be really unproductive. But that's just the way it goes. I mean, Earth, we'll have to deal with that at some point eventually. Like, the recently conquered thing's gonna calm down. We'll see. We'll see what we have to do. So like I said, the goal of today's episode, and we're gonna crank up the speed here a little bit, is we do have a science ship that should be en route to here. If not already here. There we go. Our goal today is to actually muster up our fleets to get ready for another invasion, and we may actually be doing that invasion in this video. I mean, that's the hope, that's the goal. We are generating a lot of minerals, which is one reason I want to put it on fastest speed here. We still have some consolidation we got to do. And for some reason, there is no spaceport on Escog. That's weird. I thought there was. But if we look at Escog, we have defense armies working right beside Enraged Titans. Bug! And a lot of people have had to deal with it. So, what? They recalled their embassy. We would rather terminate our ambassadorial program for this time. Really? How has our relationship changed now? I could crush you like a bug. But we're not going to. That's fine. I'll recall my embassy too. That's fine. Maybe next time then. So we're just going to have bad relations with our neighbor. Which is okay. Maybe you shouldn't have ventured out into space. Into our space. Okay, now we don't have a lot of places left we can explore. But I do believe we've finished assist research. So let's go ahead and assist research. Maybe. Possibly. There we go. That gives a buff to the planet. And we actually have some technology completed. Engineer Core. That's good. Now we could unlock Fortress, Antimatter Missile, Cruiser Assembly Yards, Plasteel Armor. Let's do that first, just in case we need some better equipment. We'll get the cruisers are expensive enough to where 10% is going to matter, but it's not like going to break the bank. Okay, embassy established. We aim to establish an embassy. That's good. So the Mythfells, who are just south of us, tend to want to try and work. So here we go. Anything else we can put in? Observatory, which is okay. But we definitely want to build some different ships. Now, right now we have a few classes that I have gotten some requests from other people just for naming ships. So we are going to do that at some point. But I have to come up with some new designs first. And we'll go into the ship design a little more. I know that I've been primarily doing things like... where are you at? Let's get you up here. I know I've been doing things like using the auto designer a lot, but it's not going to stay with that forever. Alright, what else do we got? We actually have to explore up here too. We have like a few stray systems that just are not being very cooperative. And also we need to... I want to punch a hole through here. It looks like we're going to have to build another outpost in Lights End because I didn't know that Fallen Empire borders expanded, but they do expand, so I'm going to have to take care of that faster. Let's go ahead and merge you guys. Because I've got to upgrade you all. I was not very sure for a long time how to upgrade these troops, but I think I've figured it out thanks to ye olde Google. So we shall see. And we have, you know, we still have this system that we need to clear out. So let's do that now. So like I said, we are mustering for battle. So hopefully we can make this a good one here. We need to upgrade the spaceport some more. We'll go ahead and put some of these out. This spaceport is upgraded. Alright. How are we doing here? Yeah, these guys are going to get absolutely crushed. Isn't that swell? Maybe we'll even get another anomaly here, I don't know. So those guys are gone. Finally. After how long? Okay, we need new research as well. So Colony Development Physics Lab 2. Hyperdrive 3, Solid Green Thrower. I like Hyperdrive 3, but that's really expensive for our needs right now. So we'll do Physics Lab. We need to get our research game up and running and up and going. So we'll research these things too. Send you guys down to repair. Did you guys actually ever land? There we go. They are almost there. I need to upgrade some of these designs. Like these transport ships are still using chemical engines and Hyperdrive 1. So can this planet actually support... No, it can't. Alright, well, let's let you all infest another planet too. As we have lots of places where we can actually do things here, but if we go down... This is not the most intuitive thing in the world at all, but if we go down to armies and like select Assault Army over here, we can add an attachment. So Neo Fortifications, Hunter-Killer Drone Swarms, Psi Warriors. So these army health, army damage, and morale damage. So we unfortunately have to click every single one if we want to make these Psi Warriors. But these are valuable upgrades because... reasons. Like, it's nice that we have other options here, like Hunter-Killer Drones, which just increase damage. I do like the morale damage, though. Plus, it's pretty cool to be like, we have actual side tech. It's one of those things where I wish we had a better way of doing this. And I like that we have things like experienced troops. Alright. So that's how that goes. And we lost another scientist. Of course it's a scientist. Of course, we always lose scientists. Right when we wanted to build something else. And we've received a communication from a previously unknown thingamabob. This is in contact with us. Hello. Oh, it is actually a thingamabob. We're the Ixeldar Star Collective, minions of the Wise High Technician. Ooh. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology. And do these goals or not? We trust and remain amicable neighbors. So we share the same divine heritage. Bleep holes. Alright. What I'm going to do here... Oh. Okay, how are you assisting research if you don't have a scientist? Why are all of our scientists dying? I just want to build another outpost. Alright. Oh my gosh. Expertise in psionics. Yes, please. And I believe that means that's best for society research. Well, that worked out. Okay, old one's out, new one's in. Okay. All of our scientists are dying. They are all actually, like, gonna die. Okay. And we have unemployed... Okay. This is another planet. This is one that I forgot about a little bit. This is a robot-conquered world, you may remember from a few episodes ago. And there's city ruins, there's bomb craters, so obviously something happened here. And maybe there's a greater story to tell. But at least for the time being, what I find most interesting is that other than the robot factory, this planet has been completely purged of resources. So it's going to be... well, where was that planet again? It's going to be very important that I actually get, like, something in orbit there. So I'll have to remember exactly where I was just clicking on. So that's where the slaves are. This is SCOG 2, apparently. Weird. Okay. I feel like I should remember where my planets are. Alright. Spaceport. Please tell me... oh, wow. We actually do not have hydroponics farms. Of all the researches we have, we do not have orbital hydroponics. But we're going to have to fix that. And do you guys have a spaceport? No, we need to fix that too. Alright, so who else can be building stuff? You can be building a better spaceport. Even better spaceport. You can be building... I'm just going to do a little bit of a combined arms approach. Some people would say, you know, we don't really even need corvettes, but I'm going to keep a few in there. Alright, so as we... like I said, we have really good mineral income right now. Still a little concerned about the happiness on Earth, but the recently conquered debuff's gone. And we have grand design, so they still are not particularly happy, but... they shall get over it. So we're getting better food, better production, finally. So almost happiness 40. I mean, those humans will be useful just for trying to get stuff later, but we do want to go ahead and put solar panel networks up there. Anytime we can get the spaceport to pay for itself, that's grand. I just love that most of our ship design is tucked away behind sectors, and I actually have to manually click on all these spaceports to go ahead and get these guys. So we do have one of each here, and I think we're actually pretty close. Like, we have a huge, huge, huge naval capacity here.
Research complete.
Get solar panels. May as well go ahead and get some destroyer build yards here too. And then we'll come back to that. Construction ship.
Construction complete.
Construction ship, it is time for you to move here. By the time you get up... wow, that one's all the way over there. Do we have one that's closer? Yeah, we do have one that's closer. Nice. Okay. So by the time one of these ships gets over here, we should be able to build a second frontier outpost. This is a little ridiculous, but since we can't get passage from a fallen empire, this is how we're going to have to do it. Meanwhile, look at this fleet. We are kind of, sort of, maybe getting our stack of doom. Alright, so you guys... while we're here, while we're getting a save, let's go ahead. Once again, we have health, upkeep, less. That's for fortifications. Hunter drones, or just... I like this. I like the Psy Warriors. Like I said, morale...
Construction complete.
You always want to have good morale, and if we can do something to decrease their morale, that's all the better. Alright. And I'm probably not going to get every single one, but we'll get enough of them.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
And right now it still says Assault Army, but that's Psy Warriors right there. So, new... wow, research. Robotic Army, which unlocks the droid. Engineering Facility 2 is also good. And actually unlocking the battleship would be really great. But since droids are a rare tech... interesting. Do I go for it? My spirituality is really going to preclude me from doing too much with droids. And I kind of like getting some of the research bonus here. But we can kind of pay this forward later. We do want battleships eventually. We're just going to go ahead and grab that now. Get our spaceport increase and everything else. It feels a little dumb or a little disappointing. Feels like maybe I should have gone for something different here. But let's see. Research station's good. Did we just lose another damn scientist? We did. Did we lose a really good scientist? Did we lose... Okay. Who did we lose? Was I floating one extra scientist again, I guess is the better question. Alright, so everything's building. We have 7 leaders. We've got all... Oh. We've elected Glabants. Okay, so we lost our actual leader. Our empire's chosen. He's chosen correctly, because now we're getting more minerals. Alright, I feel like I should probably colonize this planet, so at least we have a holding here. The problem is that it's a tundra world. So what I really want to see is from here, do we have a spaceport on what needs to be named SCOG 2? Electric Boogaloo. I just said that. Alright. We've not built a spaceport. Like I said, I want to see if the people that we have enslaved, which now, of course... I'm losing which tundra world it was that we had people enslaved on. I thought it was this one. There we go. We need a spaceport here. This is all increasing our fleet cap. Look, we are nowhere near our fleet cap right now. And if we look over here, these guys, they're just constantly in war. Oh. Their fleet power is inferior. You know what? I'm not even going to wait anymore. They've said nothing. No more games. What do you want? Their fleet power is inferior. Their naval capacity is inferior. Has something happened on their map, or are they just losing their war? Screw it. We're going to go get them. We're going to go over here, get our fleet together. And once we finish this move, we're just going to start a war. This is totally an attack of opportunity. We have a... Okay, good. We finally have this place. We now can build potentially a 3rd frontier outpost. This is sad, but this is the way space goes. Do we have anything else that we can build over here? I feel like we could use to build another frontier outpost over here too. We need to really build some mining stations, research stations. We need to get some more destroyers online. This is not our cruiser place. For some reason, for all this time, we only have one place that builds cruisers, but here's more reckoners. I got some good naming suggestions. I said that before. But yeah, we are just, once we get this last little pop here. Let's see, so targeted gene expressions. Interesting. Xenocavalry. And trait points. Naval capacity or unlocking arid world. I think of all the ones, that's the most interesting. So we'll do that. Alright. Guys, our fleet is ready. How good is our fleet? Let's look real quick. 7,000, mostly destroyers. But it's time. I mean, if we look right here, state your intentions, they are just inferior right now. We're just going to go right out and declare war. I could attempt to vassalize them, but what I really want to do is take their capital, which you can tell by the little things there. So that's 47 war score right there. I also want to kind of clear a path up this way. And one of my concerns is that... Let's see, which planet? Do I want to take Mar or Lacidum here? Or is this going to take multiple wars? Because I'm a little worried that if we don't take this one... Alright, we're at 20. We're at 75. Ugh, like if I try and take Mar as well, we're 10 over on war score. We can't actually do that. Our demands are too high. Okay, well... My worry is that if I take this and this, I may have to clear out something over here, but I want to make sure that I have this node. If I don't take this, there's a possibility I can't get over here. So I need to be ready to plop down a frontier outpost mid-war, which we should be able to, I hope. Alright, so we're going to take this one out. 75. Let's do it. So we've declared war. What took you so long, Ashen? Let's end this once and for all. It's so nice to be the aggressor for once. After all this time, we're just going to go... We're going to march straight into their homeworld. Embark all. Let's pause this real quick. Embark all. Let's move you guys here and then merge. And I want to see what their planet's just going to crumble before us, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Hey everybody. This is Asher.
Construction complete.
You're about to die. Let's turn this down. We're at war, so we're going normal speed now. So, war declaration. Do we have... Okay, we don't have anything else. We have some inactive buildings, of course, because there's going to be inactive for a little bit. We can micromanage some, but we don't have energy problems, really. In fact, we have... did we not get those debris researched? I guess our scientist died. Oh boy. Did you just bug out? Oh, he's assisting with research. This one's the one where the scientist died. Alright. Well, we do want him to go back and get that. And I apologize. I know. We're about to have fun war things. And we'll send you after those commands. You know, we're probably going to need you to actually do some research based on our holdings down here. So we'll have you hold. Meanwhile, over here, what do we know about these guys? Okay, so we have a spaceport. We're currently at war with them. They're currently facing multiple wars, but we're just going to march right in for their home world, especially because it's a capital world, which we can't mark on for some reason. It has extra border extrusion, so this is the most important one.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Now, one thing that I've found with Corvettes is that they're okay. They do have a tendency to kind of jump out a little, like jump out and just die. So all those things are just emergency warping away. Are they actually going to concede this planet? No, they're running over here. We're going to need to take... We're going to need to take our fleet and do some good stuff. So we have one stack of death at 7,000. You can definitely build some more destroyers over here. You can definitely build a few Corvettes here. Maybe. Alright, so, oh, look at this. We're at war. We just have missiles firing. Another communication. Let's go to it on screen. I speak on behalf of the Gorf Allied Systems. We have a democratic nation. Well, we greet you as one. Oh, your galaxy's full of horrors. Well, let's praise this divine meeting. Yes, this is what 8 cruisers looks like. Now, a 7 stack is not, like, super huge or something, but when they're already dying to possibly someone else... I guess, if anything, one of my worries should be, am I going to make somebody else angry by taking over this? But we do have a transport fleet over here. Let's go ahead and enter orbit with these guys. And we have another dead scientist. Great. Well, fortunately, we have the influence to recruit, but this is going to affect some other things. Do we do rocketry, industry... What are we actually researching right now? We're doing void ships. So let's go ahead and do voidcraft. At least these guys don't cost as much. So there we go, just a little bit faster. We have a lot of young scientists, but Jesus, everybody's just dying.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Like, what kind of warp system do these guys even use? It looks like they actually just warp out. Let's investigate. Let's actually investigate. Maybe? There we go. Okay, they have plasma thrusters, warp drive 1, some science lab. They have better reactors than we do. Okay, we already fixed that dead one. And why are you guys not bombarding this planet? I mean, seriously. Is the game actually doing what I did to the AI here before?
Situation log updated.
Okay, because it's just
Hostile
right now,
fleet
it's like,
engaged.
that's fine. We'll just send all of our sacrificial ships in here one at a time.
Research.
I'm getting played like I played the game before. That's
Hostile
great.
fleet
I mean,
engaged.
annoying, but... You know what? We're actually going to make this a side fleet. Because I want to go ahead and start
Updated.
scouting for some other stuff here. Alright, once again, guys. I mean, it's nice that we're taking out all their
Situation
infrastructure and
updated.
stuff. But is that really necessary right now? Okay, we got new physics research here. Lithic gas refinery, physics lab. Wow, physics lab 4 and 5. Research alternatives. There's our transport vessels. Let's do this. I want to see what resources are on the map. Physics lab 4 and 5 are nice, though. And I don't know if we have a signed ship that we can send over here. I don't know if it's appropriate to do that mid-war. But we do have 14 transport troops. And we can't actually see the troops that are on there. But their little capital moon is just getting blown up. And they only have a few scant defense armies here, so... Inferior hostile technology levels only equivalent. Who else are they in a war with? Well, damn, they're kind of in a war with everybody. They're in war with so many people. The Gorf allied systems who we actually haven't met. Okay, so there's more of the map. It's nice that we're getting more of the map out here. Alright, and our second fleet. Because I think this 7 stack's going to be enough. I want them to merge up, and once they do... Once they all merge up, we should be okay here. So, saving game one more time. Unemployment again. Like, food is going to be an issue until I can get some orbital stuff here. Alright, so you guys are just bombarding. These planet defenses are just about dead. I want to see what our second squadron's doing. You know what, let's go ahead and start investigating, because we can send the rest of you guys. You can't set like specific rally points, but you can rally them to kind of follow this fleet. So we'll do it that way, and we can get our invasion forces to go in just a moment. So, this is catching them with their pants down, to be sure. So these guys are very upset about it. And no defenses, so... Let's go ahead and, in the most exciting way possible, it's us doing the invading. Yes! Good fences make good neighbors, but psionic warriors, which apparently we do have psi on here. There's an actual psi warrior unit I believe that we can get later, but right now, Jesus, that is, that's scary that these guys are just getting blown up. Now, we do have a hostile fleet in another system. I want to check that in a minute, but I want to just see these guys melt. Alright, so we've taken that planet. We've taken it so hard that, these guys, I can't even fit all my people on it. Alright, so do we have a reinforcement fleet coming? Oh, good. Okay, first off, we want to go over here. I just selected the wrong troops, didn't I? We're going to send you guys back over here, actually. And we'll have you reinforced there. This is the other planet I was taking. And we did successfully invade. So right now this planet's going to kind of be held on to us. The other thing is that we need to get these frontier outposts knocked out. Real fast. So did they ever send another fleet to us? We still have these crystalline entities down here. We have inactive buildings as well. Just go ahead and activate you before the next pop comes on. More hostile fleets. What are you? Let's see what they have. They have torpedoes. They have shields. They have armor. This is people that we would just bust up anyway.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Alright, so we'll get you guys down. Oh! We found their main fleet. How cute. So we can totally do an emergency FTL out of here. But we should be able to hold our own for just a little bit. But if we can mop them up, that'll be great. Because if we look out here, let's check this. Like, we're losing hard here. But not as hard as one might expect. But let's go ahead and retreat. Like, that's pretty much on the back of one cruiser. And then here comes our main forces just in time. Alright, so it doesn't look like we're going to bombard our things yet. Did we actually lose all those guys? Almost. Okay, so here's our death stack. And there's their dead stack. Wow, just play this. All their lasers are just panning off of our shields just fine. Like I said, we have mostly destroyers. We have a few corvettes. We're set to aggressive. Their admiral's better, but look at how fast we're eating through their shields. Versus us, our defenses are pretty much holding. So 7,000 to 2,000 to 1,000. These guys are so gone. I mean, they chipped some stuff off of us, but it's like gratuitous space battles in space. It's not bad, right? But I mean, this video's gone on about long enough. At the expiration of this fight, we've wiped out their fleet. That was their last stand. So let's go ahead and set the order to take on the Frontier Outpost. And I'm going to call this an episode. This is Asher. We're going to continue next time with our conquest to the east, where we have just flattened them. They are pathetic. They're actually pathetic. Awesome. That's what you get for shouting insults from across the hyperlane here, but we should be getting access to the arm fairly soon or eventually. I do want to get more from up here too, but that's for another time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. That's it for now. This is Asher. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more. Otherwise, let's zoom in here one more time at the main fleet, which is still 6,000. That's good enough. We split their forces. We got their attention. It's working pretty well. But hope you enjoyed it. That's it. I'll see you next time.